Siha, I heard Earth was under attack. I didn't know you'd made it out.
Thane, it's been too long. I was beginning to think I'd never see you again.
I sent a few messages while you were incarcerated, but I suspect they never got past the guards. What are you doing here?
Visiting a friend, Caden. He got hurt protecting me.
The human biotic in intensive care. I saw the marks of an implant.
Yeah.
We have spoken. He seems an honorable sort. Your enemies may try to finish him off here. I will look out for him.
Appreciate it, Thane.
I am near the end of my life. It is a good time to be generous. I have only a few loves left, and you are my last. Well, I see you want to make up for lost time. I should warn you that you may not want your final memories of me to be in this hospital. Kepral's syndrome is not kind.
Are you in a lot of pain?
At times. The oxygen transfer proteins don't form correctly. Your human equivalent would be hemoglobin. As a result, my blood is low in oxygen. No matter how much I breathe in, I get tingling, numbness, and that is the best of it. As for my brain, I cannot track the damage. I just experience dizziness from time to time.
Do you know how much time you have left?
I've been to several doctors. My favorite gave me 3 months to live. 9 months ago. It's freeing to find no requirements placed on me. No responsibilities. No fears. It is a good end to a life.
I'm back on the Normandy on an important mission. Sure could use you.
I would not be as I was before. I need daily medical attention. And if I know you, you will want to fight the Reapers somehow. You need the best at your side, and I am not at mine.
You don't have to wrestle down Krogan and break their necks. I'm sure we could find you lighter work.
I am at peace with what I've done in my life, Shepard. There comes a time when one must rest from war and conflict. It is not your time, but it is mine.
I'll get a few free moments. Do you want to spend a little time together?
I'd like that. You should understand that my cardiovascular system is not what it was.
You were saying something?
I've missed you, Shepard.
I wish the best for you, Thane.
I think of us often, Siha. But we always knew it would come to an end. Live well in the time you have. Perhaps we will see each other again.
Alliance Control, this is SSV Normandy. Are we clear to descend? Alliance Control, this is Normandy. We're headed to Bay 1-4, Zakara Ward. Are we clear to descend? What the hell's going on down there? Even if there were a station malfunction, they'd have backups online. I got a bad feeling here. Checking emergency channels. Hey, yeah, this is Joker. Uh-huh. Yeah, no kidding. Commander, there's a communication from Thane. He says it's important. I think you'll want to hear this.
Put him through.
Siha, the Citadel is under attack. Cerberus troops are everywhere and they're in control of the docks.
Are you safe?
No, I had to evade their commandos at the hospital. I'm in a Presidium storefront.
Did Caden make it out?
We got separated. He said he had to protect the Council. I'm going to CSEC headquarters.
Why CSEC headquarters?
It's been compromised, and CSEC's response depends on it. As long as Cerberus is holding the headquarters, they have the station.
All right, Joker. Get us away from the docks and close to CSEC HQ. We'll deploy in the shuttle.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Here we go. CSAT network access, courtesy of Cerberus.
How's that gonna help?
Cerberus has control of the main channels, but I can set up a new one. Without it, our people have no plan and no chance. Hello.
What have you got?
A warning from Counselor Valern. He's supposed to be here meeting with the Executor. Be on guard. The likelihood of betrayal from within is high. Not a lot else. But if he's inside...
The counselor's in there surrounded by Cerberus? Who put together that security detail?
Well, until an hour ago, this place was as safe as it got. Nobody expected something on this scale. We need to find the Counselor and get him out of here. He has got to know more about who's behind this.
He could be in the Executor's office. It's a fairly defensible position.
I'm on it.
Just a sec. There. Now we can talk by Omnitool. Go.
Thane, did you hear all that?
Yes, I'm nearing the building, but running is difficult. I'll try to get to you.
3-on-1, pal. It's over.
No. No, it's fun.
Thane! How bad is it?
I have time. Catch him.
Shepard, what's going on up there?
Thane needs medical help, fast. And I need to take care of an assassin.
He must be going after the rest of the Council.
Get the word out. Udina's trying to seize power. I've got to get to the counselors.
They're being taken to a shuttle pad on the Presidium. Start driving. I'll try to raise them on the comm. We looked over every centimeter of those tunnels, Shepard. Your Cerberus pal is made out of smoke and mirrors.
Like, these are tunnels, right? Just one exit and one entrance.
No, that keeper tunnel from the elevator lobby led into the superstructure. Once you're in there, the place is like an ant farm. We can't even get an ID on him. He released a VI into the Citadel system that erased footage of him wherever he went. I guess he didn't trust that Udina's plan would come together. That reminds me, we got your friend Thane into Huerta Memorial. He's in for surgery. Apparently, there's complications.
Do you think he'll make it?
I caught that they didn't have much drill blood on the Citadel. I notified his next of kin, his son Koliat. He was the right blood type, but I don't know if he made it in time. We're pretty sure the route to the hospital is safe from Cerberus. If you want to see him, I'd go now.
I'll get on it.
Oh, and you can tell him the Solarian counselor says he's a hero. Just, I don't know, make things easier for him.
The measure of an individual can be difficult to discern by actions alone. Take you, for instance. All this destruction, chaos. I was curious to see how far you'd go to find me. Well, here I am.
My wife was just sent to active duty, and I'm about to get shipped out.
They hit where? Damn it. How are we
The second human spectre assistant.
It's called Keppel syndrome.
What exactly is the problem?
My people are native to an arid world. Most of us now live on Kadre, the Hanar homeworld. It's very humid and rains every day. Our lungs can't deal with the moisture. Over time, the tissue loses its ability to absorb oxygen. It becomes harder to breathe. Eventually, we suffocate.
Now arriving at
No,
Huerta
I'm seeing it
Memorial
here,
Hospital.
too. We're low on metagel and synthetic blood.
assisting Cerberus in an attempted coup.
So tell me what you want. What are you fighting for? A few stolen months with Thane, before the inevitable.
The Keprel syndrome isn't bad yet, but I don't know how much longer we have.
You're going through what an Asari does with a shorter-lived spouse. It's not about how much time you have. It's about what you do with it. I hope the two of you find some happiness, Shepard.
You still haven't told me what a Siha is.
One of the warrior angels of the goddess Arashu. Fierce in wrath. A tenacious protector. I confess, I've come to care for you. Perhaps I'm being foolish. We are very different.
I'm not sure we know each other well enough to call it love. But I feel something for you too. Something more than friendship.
I've never felt affection for another species. I'm not sure what to do now.
We'll just have to figure it out.
I look forward to the memories.
Can I help you?
I'm looking for a Drell named Thane Krios.
Well, we have a Drell, but not under that name.
He was injured. Stab wound. He's a regular patient here.
It's all right, it's all right. I see. The doctors were able to repair a lot of the trauma. However, Mr. Krios is in the final stages of Keprel syndrome. At its worst, Keprel syndrome interferes with his blood's ability to carry oxygen, and he lost a lot. Now, they've given him transfusions, but frankly, there was a very limited supply of Drell blood on the Citadel.
Is he still alive or not?
Mr. Krios slips in and out of consciousness, and the outlook isn't good. It's hard to tell how much time he has. When he's awake, he's pretty lucid, never forgets anything. I think that helps.
Drell have perfect memories. We can relive any moment in our lives with perfect clarity. It's difficult to control at times. Some of us disappear into, let's call it solipsism.
What do you mean, solipsism?
When a memory feels as real as life, it's as valid as life. Thinking about a moment brings back the smell of cut grass, the warmth of another's hand on yours, the taste of another's tongue in your mouth. Wouldn't you rather lose yourself in such a memory than spend the night alone, staring at walls of metal and plastic?
Isn't there a risk that you could lose yourself in bad memories as well?
Of course. Remembering the times I've taken bullets is unpleasant. But I can look at my knee and see it's not shattered. The memories that are hard to escape are those of despair.
You can remember everything that happened in your life?
Nearly. I expect if we remembered the birth trauma, we'd never recover from it.
His son, Koliat, he's in there saying his goodbyes. You might want to say yours.
Commander Shepard, my father mentioned you were no longer incarcerated. I don't know if you remember me. I'm Koliat Krios. I came to donate blood and, well, he asked me to take off his oxygen mask so he could be comfortable. I don't think it will be very long.
Your father helped me save a lot of lives. I'd like to be here.
Of course.
Sia, I'm afraid I've picked a bad time to leave.
You couldn't disappoint me, Thane. Not even now.
Such pleasant things from your lips. Excuse me. Breathing is difficult. Sia, it will be soon. I need to know if the counselor survived.
Yes, Father. 3 are alive thanks to you and Shepard. Udina, he instigated it. He is dead.
There's something I must do before it gets worse. I must... Kalahira, Mistress of inscrutable depths, I ask forgiveness. Tali'Zorah, whose waves wear down stone and sand.
Tali'Zorah, wash the sins from this one, and set him on the distant shore of the infinite spirit.
Kolyat, you speak as the priests do. You have been spending time with them.
I brought a prayer book. Commander, would you care to join me? Tali'Zorah, this one's heart is pure, but beset by wickedness and contention.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires. The lover never leaves. The hungry never starve. Guide this one, Tali'Zorah, and she will be a companion to you as she was to me. Kolyat. Why did the last verse say she?
The prayer was not for him, Commander. He has already asked forgiveness for the lives he has taken. His wish was for you.
Bye, Thane. Meet you across the sea. When you pray for the wicked, who exactly are you praying to?
That depends on the circumstance. To find my target, I speak with Emon Kira, Lord of Hunters. Grant that my hands be steady, my aim be true, and my feet swift. And should the worst come to pass, grant me forgiveness. When I act to defend another, Arashu, goddess of motherhood and protection, and the human biotic in intensive care, I saw the marks of an implant.
Yeah.
We have spoken. He seems an honorable sort. Your enemies may try to finish him off here. I will look out for him.
Appreciate it, Thane.
And when I have taken my target, I speak with Tali'Zorah, goddess of oceans in the afterlife.
You stay put. When I'm finished dealing with this nuisance, you and I are going to... Who?
Oceans and afterlife don't seem to have much in common.
Consider, the ocean is full of life, yet it is not life as you and I know it. To survive there, we must release our hold on land, accept a new way to live. So it is with the death. The soul must accept its departure from the body. If it can't, it will be lost. Shepard, I appreciate these chats we have.
You've spent a lot of your life alone, Thane.
Work fulfilled me. Reading. I barely spoke to anyone outside my family. It seems there will be no one to mourn me when I die. You're the only friend I've made in 10 years.
We are gathered here to honor the life of Thane Krios. Thane touched each of our lives in different ways. The Counselor knew him as a hero. The Normandy's crew knew him as a brother in arms. And others as a father devoted to his son. Though his life took him to very dark places, Thane cared for the better angels of our nature. He once said that he first felt love for his wife when she stepped in front of an assassin to save someone she didn't even know.
Laser dot trembles on the target's skull. The smell of spice on spring wind. Sunset, eyes defiant in scope. That was Erica. That was how I met her. She saw my targeting laser as she walked by and threw herself in the way.
I guess she impressed you.
She woke me up. Her body trembles. Not fear. Indignation. Her mouth moves. How dare you? You and I trained to sacrifice ourselves to save others. How often does a civilian step in the way of a bullet to protect someone they've never met? I thought she was the goddess Arashu. She met my eyes through the scope, and my purpose faltered.
So how'd she go from blocking your shot to having your children?
I had to meet her. The memory possessed and endowed me. I fell on my knees before her, begged her pardon. She introduced me to the world beyond my work. Eventually, she forgave me. Later, she loved me.
And when he knew his death was close, he chose to die doing nearly the same thing. Also for someone he didn't even know.
Asiya, it will be soon. I need to know if the Counselor survived.
Yes, Father. 3 are alive thanks to you and Shepard. Udina, he instigated it. He is dead.
Just as he loved his wife for it, I still love him for it. And I don't think that will ever change. Would anyone else like to speak?
What I remember about Thane was his confidence. He told me once about how he remembered everything, even every mistake he made. If I did that, I'd be a nervous wreck. Thane kept it under control.
Many innocents died today. I wasn't fast enough and they suffered. I must atone for that.
Thane, I don't have your contacts and I don't have your tracking skills. Why do you need my help for this?
I don't need your help, I want it. The last time I saw my son, they wrapped your body in sea lines, weighted it with stones. He tries to pull from me, calls for her. The Hanar lift her off the platform, they sing like bells. The fire has gone to be kindled anew. He begs them not to take her away. They let her body slide into the water. He hits me. Don't let them! Stop them! Why weren't you? It rains. It always rains on Kaja. Warm water pours down his face.
I didn't mean to make you relive that.
Perfect memory. It is sometimes a burden.
It's strange, but the last word I'd label Thane with is assassin. And we covered each other in firefights. That makes him a partner.
Shepard, reinforcements coming towards us. I'll hold.
We're in position. We need this door open now.
Go. We'll cover you.
Something's wrong. The door's stuck.
come! Fall back!
Suppression fire! Don't let anyone through!
Shepard to ground team. Status report.
It's Thane. We are holding, but they keep coming. A quick exit is preferable.
Thane's last stand was important. But let us also remember why Thane left the Normandy. To keep his son away from a life of crime. Deeds such as these do not go unnoticed by the universe. They echo in all who hear them. That is why I am here.
I had a family once. I still have a son. His name is Kolyat. I haven't seen him for a very long time.
What's wrong with him? Is he hurt?
Something happened that should not have. He knows where I've been, what I've done. I don't know his reasons, but he has gone to the Citadel. He's taken a job as a hitman. I would like your help to stop him. This is not a path he should walk.
All of you, back off! I'll kill him!
No, you won't.
Oh my gods.
Your father and I have killed a lot of people. You haven't. There's no reason you should start.
When I went back to see you, you were older. I should have stayed with you.
I guess it's too bad for me you waited so long, huh?
Kolyat, I've taken many bad things out of the world. You're the only good thing I ever added to it.
Thane took himself seriously, a trait with which I did not always agree. I tried to make him laugh on several occasions. But what I interpreted as a lack of humor was masking a great effort. Thane was turning his life around, in a way few organics do.
When Irika was killed, I pursued those responsible. Once I'd eliminated them, I had no goal. I accepted the Dantius Commission because I didn't know what else to do.
I guess you're lucky we came along when we did.
It was an intervention by the gods. I would have died in that penthouse. I would have fulfilled my contract. If Nasana's guards caught me afterwards, it would have been a good death. But someone else was pushing to reach the target, forcing me to move faster, challenging me. I had to reach her first.
You're alive because I wounded your pride?
Pride is the line between a professional and a thug.
The day Thane came onto the Normandy, all Kelly and I knew about him was that he could probably kill us all with a ballpoint pen.
Oh, another dangerous alien aboard, Commander. Thanks! Why can't you collect coins or commemorative plates or something?
I'm surprised by Thane's spiritual side. His psych profile mentioned little of it, and he carries himself with such cold confidence. I'm not sure if I find him scary or sexy.
A lot of women like bad boys. If you don't mind my saying, you don't really seem like an assassin.
You've spent too much time fighting thugs who think custom-painted armor makes them professionals.
But after you got to know him, there wasn't any reason to be afraid. He let you know where you stood. Kolyat, do you,
When I was little, I thought my father had it all figured out. He said men must be loyal to their friends and dangerous to their enemies. But when he prevented me from hurting someone, he had changed. He said enemies and ego are not as important as loved ones. I didn't want to hear it. I was lost. I called him a hypocrite in 1,000 different ways. Said that he was going soft. Now, I think maybe he did have it all figured out. That's all I can say. If anyone would like to continue, we'll be here.
Looks like people are starting to clear out.
Commander, thank you for holding this event. In time, it will be a good memory.
I don't know if I'll be as philosophical about it. It's still kind of raw.
I understand. If you will excuse me, I should take this opportunity to speak with the counselor.
About what?
He is feeling grateful, and I want to point out there are some Solarian biologists who need funding. If anyone would be able to create a breakthrough in the treatment of Keppel syndrome, it would be them.
If you need someone to hold the counselor's feet to a fire, I'm there.
I appreciate the offer, but Counselor Valorn has recently orated about funding science during wartime. My odds are good. Oh, before I go, I was organizing my father's possessions, and I came upon copies of video messages he tried to send you. I sent them to your extranet address. I hope they help more than they hurt. Until we meet again, Commander.
I've thought over what you said, and in retrospect, I think leaving the Normandy was for the best. It was saddening to see our crew go their separate ways, but it is better than answering questions in an Alliance interrogation room. I hope this message finds you well. As for me, I have moved into an apartment on the Citadel not far from Kolyat. I think the first attack I had frightened him. Perhaps I shouldn't have said that. I don't want you to worry or feel guilty that you are not with me. Just face it bravely. I know you are good at that. I love you. I hope the Alliance listens. Keep in touch. Shepard, if you sent a message back, I didn't get it. I suppose communications from someone of my reputation would be restricted. The irony is, I am a danger to no one these days. I am even paying taxes on my investments. I can't expect Kolyat to do so if I don't. He is doing better. He has no significant other, and he is temperamental. But he is employed and staying out of crime. I can tell he is serious about changing. It has cost him more than a few friends. Send something back if you can, Shepard. I can only learn so much from news reports about you. I have tried a false identity to try to get this message through to you. We'll see if it works. I have good news and bad. The good news is that Kolyat and I took a few days to visit Earth. Light the shade of her eyes. Shrill sound of chirping stops. I scan the ground. See two tiny bodies locked by claws. Excuse me. As I was saying, we saw a beautiful sunset in New Mexico, and a scorpion eating a cricket. I wish you could have joined us. The bad news is, I fainted and struck my head. Kolyat has convinced me to stay at Huerta Memorial on the Citadel. I will be there from now on. I still don't want to die in a hospital, but it's where the doctors are. And Kolyat. I love him. That means I must trust him. Goodbye, Shepard. Let me say that now, in case I cannot later. See ya. I have prepared emails, sent videos, even composed paper letters. I know this will not reach you, but it must be said. I once had no reason to live. Then suddenly, I had two. You and Kolyat. Circumstances keep us apart, so Kolyat takes much of my time, but I don't know if it's obvious to humans. Fist slams the table. She comes to me, fingers cool and soothing. Thane, be alive with me tonight. I cannot forget you. That is what humans say. With us, it is is a state called Tufira, lost in another. It can consume us. In case you are in the same pain, I want to say, you have only made my life better. You gave me you, Kolyat. Even the Omega-4 relay made me feel purposeful. We are alive, Sia. And when we are not, I will meet you across the sea.
All right, game on.
At least we threw one hell of a party. Probably the last one.
Well, last one until you finish kicking the Reaper's asses, you mean? Because that's the plan. Can't wait to see what the hell you make us do next. It's been a good ride.
The best.
I am glad you were able to take time to celebrate. You deserve it.
I wish you could have been here with me.
I am always with you, Sia. I would not trade the time I had with you for anything. It was a good fight.
A great fight.
Then go and finish it. And when you go to the sea, I will be waiting for you at the shore.
I have to admit, Thane has a certain mystique about him. He's not my type, but I get it. He really likes you, though. Those big black eyes of his go aflutter when he talks about you.
How are you feeling?
No worse than ever. You needn't worry. And you are well?
No need to worry about me. How are you holding up?
I'm looking forward to the end of the mission. It has been many years since I felt I could relax anywhere.
I spent 2 years dead. Every moment seems irreplaceable now.
I spent 10 years dead. I understand the feeling. Strange that I should only reawaken now, when there is so little time left.
Guide this one to where the traveler never tires. The lover never leaves. The hungry never starve. Guide this one, Kalahira, and she will be a companion to you as she was to me.
That was for Thane, you son of a bitch!
I spent the last 2 years here. I had a purpose, a goal. Now that I've accomplished it, something occurs to me. In all that time, I never looked at the horizon. It is spectacular.